Hi, my name's Cheese, and today I'm going to talk about Above the Waves, a short, point-and-click adventure game that I made for Adventure Jam in April 2015. Above the Waves follows the adventures of a yellow octopus named Yok-Yok, who is abducted and must explore an alien spaceship. Before Yok-Yok's abduction, players have the ability to become familiar with the game's controls in a more natural, underwater environment by solving a single puzzle. Along with the opening cutscene that didn't make it into this version of the game, this puzzle helps suggest that the protagonist has a fascination with the stars, offsetting the potentially scary nature of Yok-Yok's adventure. With this game, I had hoped to experiment with the idea of using recognizable sea creatures to solve puzzles in an unfamiliar environment. The clues and cues presented to players about the game's environments are abstract and rely more on learned association than understanding context. Although I created dependency between puzzles to control pacing, it does feature an aspect of non-linearity, where players can solve a number of late-game puzzles early on and have the correct feedback when they arrive at the final act, depending upon what they had completed so far. I felt that this increased the perceived possibility space and would allow players to feel like they had activities that they could perform while they were having difficulty with more immediate goals. Joining me on this project was Mim, who contributed Yok-Yok's animations and painted the cutscene that is currently in the game. Above the Waves uses Sludge, a GPL licensed game engine geared towards point-and-click adventures, and Mim and I used Inkscape for background and animation creation. We also used the GIMP for painting cutscene frames and concept art. To reduce the amount of content that needed creating, I used several of Kevin MacLeod's Creative Commons licensed music tracks, which helped support the atmosphere I was trying to create. I'm hoping to expand and polish Above the Waves in 2015 by adding additional backgrounds, much needed feedback on player interactions in the form of animation and audio cues, a couple of extra puzzles, and additional cutscenes to round out the story as we had originally intended to tell it. Thank you very much to everybody who has provided feedback so far on the game, and thank you to my Patreon supporters who have helped make this game a reality. Mim and I hope that you enjoy Above the Waves, and are glad to have shared Yok-Yok's adventure with you. Thanks for watching.